In my previous video, I talked about some weapons that somewhat had to fall off, and in today's video, we are going to do the opposite. We are going to talk about some of the weapons that were just kind of bad weapons or mediocre, but then got big changes to them. Make sure to like and subscribe, own if you want to, and let's get into it. We are first going to start off with one that just got changed, which is the phase blades. These weapons were just originally terrible and were just downgrades of weapons you got before it, but now they got some pretty interesting changes. You can now throw the phase blades, which is great, since there are many other melee weapons with range attacks like the Star Fury, but my favorite part is now you can just throw it on the ground and it will just stay there. It's literally just free damage. It can be used for any of the classes. Next up we have the Blade of Glass. This weapon was just alright back then, but once 1.4.4 came out, it now has this cool ranged projectile, and I'm pretty sure it swings faster as well. It's also one of the best options for early game melee. If you get this weapon early on in the game, this weapon can easily last up till you beat the Eater of Worlds, which is just insane. And since we're on the topic of melee weapons, next up we have the Knight's Edge. This weapon was just extremely boring back then, and I mean sure, it did some decent damage, but it was quite range lacking. But now it does more damage per second, has better range, and is just way cooler looking. It's also just way more worth it to get in now. Let's take a small break from melee weapons and talk about some of the others. Next up, we have the Piranha Gun, and I'll be real, I don't think I ever used this weapon once before 1.4. And once 1.4.5 came out, it got even better. It got a small damage increase, where you fires piranhas with the players holding down the attack button, and now inflicts hemorrhage. So overall, it got many buffs throughout its history, and is now a pretty good option considering all the grinding you had to do for it. Next up is a bit of a weird one, and that is the Crystal Vial Shard. In 1.4.0.1, it got 6 more damage, and the projectiles lasted longer, which gave it 70% more damage. It was also given 10 armor penetration. Now I don't really use this weapon at all, but it is nice to see this weapon get some major buffs. Medusa Head we're just going to skip because it still sucks, and I almost forgot about the Wand of Sparking. The Wand of Sparking has had an extremely rough start when it first got introduced, as it was literally just a joke weapon from what it felt like, but now it's actually an extremely good starter mage weapon. Like just look at all these buffs it got, and not only that, it does pretty good against bosses like Teen Slime and the Eye of Cthulhu. Going back to melee weapons, we have the Blue Moon, and this weapon still sucks to this day, and still has no use over the Sun Fury, but now since you can just dual wield them, it actually makes it worth it to get it. And it's literally just free damage. Next up we have the True Excalibur. This weapon had a projectile back then, but the thing is, the True Knight's Edge existed, which was just a way better, and was just basically a stronger version of it, but slower. And ever since it got reworked to be true melee, this is my main weapon for Plantera. The True Knight's Edge projectiles are just way too slow for me personally. I'm honestly not too sure why I'm talking about this weapon, but that is the Ale Tosser. This weapon I don't really see any good use for damage wise, but you do get a free buff from using it. Although, you could just drink it as well. It also did get switched to melee, which I really just don't understand why they did it. Next up we have the Key Band, and now you can throw it, and have it be stuck to the ground just like the Phase Blade. It did also get some nice buffs throughout its history as well, and I guess it's usable now. I guess. Still kinda mid though. The Dark Lance is one of the weapons you have seen, but never really used since weapons like the Knight's Edge and the Sun Fury existed. But now, it's pretty good as it inflicts the Shadow Flame debuff, the only one in pretty hard mode from what I know, decent range, and some pretty good damage. Since these two are quite similar, I'll talk about them both, which are the Stylish Scissors and the Mandible Blade. Holy, what a massive comeback these weapons got, because now you can throw them, and reminder, these are pre-boss weapons and do insane damage. For a melee weapon, is melee even melee anymore? And plus, one of them has a bleeding effect I'm pretty sure. The Pearlwood Sword also got some insane buffs, and that's it. That goes with the cover short sword as well, but at least you could aim it way better than just a straight line back then. And last up, we had the Ruler. Well, that's the end for this video. I know I missed a decent amount of weapons, but I think this video has been long enough. Let me know what weapons you think had to come back, and goodbye.